This lighting is atrocious. I am gonna fix that. We shall fix the atrocious lighting so I can communicate to you guys effectively. I have no idea when the thing is going because I have Do Not Disturb on my phone right now. But it's really crazy. Many people even thought about what the date is and the significance of it because of what happened yesterday. And I feel this is the first time a lot of us have gone through something this crazy. Going to be honest, I've been not doing a whole lot on social media today because one, I am very pissed off, and two, online that I've been seeing that's been popping up in my feed from the Christian channels to the political channels has been not only his passing, but also how the left has been responding to it. And I talked about that too. I'm one of those people who's talked about how the left has responded to his passing. And essentially, for me, it's been a Hot Wheels mentality. That's my new term for when you keep thinking about something and it continues to think about it. And to answer your question, Crimson, what did Charlie Kirk do? He died. Got intentionally killed. And I'm just being honest with the fact that this is my first time I'm in a very angry place. Because it's kind of depressing that he was just having a discussion. And because he thinks a little differently, was killed. And yes, I am sad. I would be sad for anybody dying. But the fact that this was someone who is really big on the conservative movement, encouraging people to think and having open discussions, and he wasn't perfect. I didn't extensively follow him, but I know he has his moments. But he was someone who wasn't sinful at his heart. There's this guy named Amir Odin. He's not a Christian. He is a black gay man, which is the complete opposite of the untrue stereotype of conservatives. And he said that Charlie Kirk was one of the people who helped get him going. And he wasn't perfect, but he was someone who was trying to do good. I was reminded tonight by my own father, which I hope he is blessed for the rest of his days, because this was something that I needed to hear. A lot of what's been online has been negative things, like how someone was trying to have a sigil and then someone walked up and was like, oh yeah, F him, I'm glad he's dead. Which, these are things I heard from my dad, so. Or the fact that there's so many twisted people celebrating his death. That's going to be spreading everywhere online. And it is up to us. peace, not hatred, not violence. Because I know I have that Hot Wheels mentality where the more I see something, the more it feeds my brain and the worse I get with my feelings on it. I'm just not going to be on YouTube a whole lot. And if you're one of those people, especially if this is your first time dealing with something like this, with this extreme of a thing, thank you, Jack. Then I also encourage you to choose kindness, love. Don't stoop to their level. Don't get violent. Very angry last night and this morning, and I still am because it's frustrating. But choosing peace. And that's what I just wanted to let everyone know. And also, we should be choosing to think clearly more about our stance, just in general. Like, do we stand with that? Why would we stand with that? Or do we stand against it? Why do we stand against it? All that, just with everything. But it was really insane for me because I was at work when that happened, and I'm a lead, so I got people dependent on me. I can't be having a bit of a moment and then everybody else has to do the work and I can't do my job. So it's been difficult for me. I haven't been able to process it the right way. So I kind of did get a little crazy with the posting, but I just wanted to remind you guys that we're not here to be like them. Be angry. That's the thing. It's really easy for me to not be saying this. To just be like, yeah, screw everybody. Let's give them justice via vengeance. Let's bring out the guns and kill them too. Good things that are coming from this. Watch the video. I'm not watching it because I know that just seeing one picture of it was enough to get me really affected. The video would do so much worse. And he said that Charlie immediately went limp. He didn't suffer. For that, I'm thankful. It shouldn't have happened. But at least this insane world. And he's with Jesus. So. Because from what I see, he was simply stating his opinion. It was open to just friendly discourse, even those who were rude. And no, not perfect. He wasn't an angel, but granted, am I? No. Are you? No. I'm sure you have said some inappropriate things, Adam. Which there's so many people who could probably be like, yeah, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this with you, with me, your friends. You're holy because we aren't. We are sinful human beings, and so is he. And he was trying to have debates. Be here if you guys need to talk. But I don't really have a whole lot going on, and I'm not going to stay for too much longer because I got feelings and. If you would have asked me last night, I would have been like, yeah, screw them. they should be blah 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 blah, very angry response. This would have been in person, not online, because I have a slight filter for online. But the thing is, I have seen people in real life via text messages through my husband. We like, yeah, I'm glad that he's dead. And that made me so mad because according to my husband, they went all night with it. But anyways, here's a funny thing. I got to see my parents' dogs. And I took one of them out for a walk. My mom took the other one. And on our way back, there were a lot of bugs. And the one dog was like trying to eat them. It was funny. With everything that's going on, I'm probably not going to post. I'm going to stay off of YouTube for a bit. And that's a very human thing. The other thing that has me really upset, it was the last thing that I shared, and it's kind of crazy. There was Dean Withers, who I don't agree with everything that Dean Withers, like, I'm not a fan, but he had a human response to Charlie passing. And people were like, yeah, you shouldn't have that. You should just be okay with the murder of someone whose wife and 1-year-old daughter was in the audience. Like I said, Hot Wheels mindset. Think about that, it'll get worse. But there were some good things that's happened. Like people choosing to unite in faith and choose to say the good things that he's done. Glasses on and I'm teary eyed, so get a nice view of my pimply forehead. When sad, I still crack some jokes. Yeah. There was also that one news reporter. It's just really sad. I actually cried. Someone different. He wasn't an antagonist, if that makes sense. He was a challenger, but not an antagonist. There's a difference. At least from what I could tell, and I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, be like, yeah, so you're stupid, and you're dumb, and you're a fascist, and you're a beatbot, and blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm trying to crack some jokes, so I'm not so sad. But that was crazy. It was me today. I basically kind of went from blah 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 to just silent because sadness, a lot of anger, a lot of frustrations, and justice and vengeance. I have both. Like, I want things to be set right, but I also want things to. Uh, Hi, Claire. And no, I won't make fun of you, Jack. I don't care. You're not that person now. I'm not gonna make fun of you. Even if you were, I still wouldn't make fun of you. So, walking away, it might be like, hey, this is what happened, but I wouldn't put you down. I'm too tired. It is. Hold up. my clock's too dark. I keep my clock on the darkest setting because things are too bright when I'm trying to sleep, which is really interesting. Anyways, I think it's like 9 o'clock for me, and me being emotional makes me more tired. So, I'm pretty tired. How are you all? Hanging in there, trying to be strong. How are you, Claire? I'd be taking a break from making stuff other than things like this where it's just like, hey, this is where I'm at, and we should continue striving for the opposite of what the killer did. So, hate my engineering class. I'm so sorry, Jack. Oof. I've been taking a hearing aid specialist class lately to a job, and it's very intense. I mean, it's stuff that I enjoy. It's really interesting because it's for people like me. We'll say it might be good to, if you're like me and you have a Hot Wheels brain and you tend to overthink things, and the things that you're thinking about gets repeat, and it gets worse, to take a step back. And I did ask my dad, because I don't receive a whole lot of good things in my feed, especially about this, for him to send me positive things. So I'll try to share those with you guys too, so you guys can know that things are not 100% miserable. Well, there's nothing else. I'm probably gonna head out. So thank you guys for listening to my ramble. I say then I'm here to read, but if not, then I will be heading out. Bye, Claire. I'm gonna end things now. Oh, also, I will still be checking my notifications. I'm just not gonna scroll because my feed will be depressing. So, if you guys need to talk, I will be available to do so, but if not, then okay. But I also work tomorrow. Yippee.